Hi there! This video is being created as a video response to DarkMatter 2525's video, If God Weren't Invisible. I think I'll title it, If Dark Matter Weren't Invisible. Not exactly sure how I want to spell that one, with or without a space in it or whatever, but not important. Here's the thing. It is interesting that a person who makes videos about an invisible God, but makes God visible in the videos, has chosen to name himself after something that is generally considered invisible. And I'm curious about what's behind that, but that's not why I made this video. There's a bunch of thoughts going through my mind, and I don't know which ones I'm going to film, but I wanted to respond anyway. Okay, here's the thing. What if dark matter, not the person, wasn't invisible? Well, first off, we can say dark matter isn't invisible. Dark matter 2525, that is. That's a person. I haven't seen this person, but I'm pretty sure this person is not invisible. Strangely, I haven't actually had to see this person in order to figure it's not an invisible person. It seems to just generally be how things work. This is called experience. But let's go to the substance known as dark matter, which still seems to be a bit of an enigma. Scientists basically came up with the concept to explain extra mass in the universe that they couldn't seem to find any other way of explaining. But now consider this. If you look through the air, and the air has dust particles in it, do the dust particles keep you from seeing into the distance? I mean, little by little they can add up and make a bit of a fog or something, but we're talking a lot of dust particles. The so-called vacuum of space is not a perfect vacuum. If it was, it wouldn't have planets in it. Planets break the vacuum. So would dust particles, molecules of air or water, atoms of hydrogen or helium. Those are all things that would be floating around in this otherwise perfect vacuum, making it not a perfect vacuum. A lot of those things, light passes right through. So, are they dark matter? Are they invisible? What about the bits of dust that if you saw them close up would be perfectly visible, but from a light year away, you expect to see dust particles? Hey, if there were enough of them, maybe. But the farther away they are, the smaller the field of vision they block. So how many of them would it take to significantly obscure our view? Now, in that sense, you could say whatever this dark matter is, it appears to be pretty much everywhere. And yet, if it's everywhere, why don't we see it sitting on our kitchen table? Well, I don't happen to have a kitchen table. I don't even happen to have a kitchen. But that's not my point. My point is, when somebody says something's everywhere, that can be taken more than one way. Yeah, you can take it very literally, as in it's in every single space, but then nothing seems to fit that description. Ironic that I worded that way without really thinking that through first, because the closest thing we have to being everywhere is what appears to be nothing. Even our solid matter is full of what looks, for all intents and purposes, like empty space. So, maybe some people's idea of God is a little off. Maybe there's no such thing as God. Or maybe there is something out there that even an atheist could call God, with of course, keeping in mind that calling it God might give the wrong idea to people who have specific definitions of God that seem to defy reality. And maybe that's one of the big reasons why atheists tend to not believe in God, or at least claim no belief in God, because to claim a belief in something that they could call God might make some people think that they believe in something that they really don't. At any rate, Not sure where I'm going with this. Too little time. I gotta get more memory on this camera so I can film longer. But I hope I've given some somewhat intriguing thoughts. I hope I've given someone at least a reason to challenge or question me or give me a postulate of something that it made them think of. A little brainstorming here, okay? Appreciate if somebody out there would respond. So, on the subject of what if dark matter weren't invisible? And maybe God's not invisible. Maybe not all gods are invisible. Maybe not all gods are real, and maybe not all gods are unreal. Contemplate that. Perhaps there is some common ground that theists and atheists can find after all, if we can just get around the linguistic problems in the matter. What do you think? Any responses out there? Anybody want to take the challenge of making a response? I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching.